Okay, tomorrow I have to do some analysis on one of these use cases. I have a lot of use cases which is read. Some of the majority of it is belong to Microsoft execution code. We are waiting for the update will be on 16 of February to solve this. And I was trying to close all these cases. Whatever I try to close.
Okay.
Try to close this incident, it came again because something like suspicious login failure, disable account login, concurrent successful, something like this.
Okay.
So from tomorrow, I have to start one case. I have to choose, for example, inappropriate website. I told you before, I need to teach my people how to deal with. So I need the guideline how to analyze this
Okay. So
tomorrow.
let's what we should do today is, can you list out the use cases which you need analysis on, like, at least the two or three top ones which is critical for
Oh,
you to analyze, and then we'll work on it.
in inappropriate website access is first one.
Okay.
And large inbound, let me see. Large outbound is all networking. User denial, connection to same destination. There is one call it excessive denied connection to same destination. Is this hardware?
Yeah, I mean, like,
No,
that's
is
what
it?
I'm saying, right? You list out, and then we'll take one by one. So today, whatever time we have, we'll try to spend one by one. We'll quickly, what we'll do is we'll look at the case, look at the logs. We'll quickly write up the steps, and I'll walk you through how to do it. So that way we can go cover it,
I'm
right?
really scared. I don't know what to do tomorrow, but I'll have to try to.
No worries. We'll try
But
that today. But what I
wait.
want,
Yeah,
sorry,
tell me. Tell
what
me,
I want you to
I'm
do is
gonna share my screen.
open a notepad, and then
Okay.
put that excuse me, put that alert names
No
there in
problem.
that notepad, so that I'll for every alert I'll try to give you some steps.
Okay. I need a guideline to how to analyze. Okay, this is not bad. Okay. One. Right. Yeah, it's a suspicious thing. Profiles present traffic from let me see this permit traffic.
So are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, I'm already sharing. I'm trying to
I can't
write.
see it.
You cannot see?
No, I can't
What do
see
you
it.
see?
I
Where
see only Ravi's. Now I can see it.
is it? Okay. From great. We have three. Wait, what else? Brute force is host login. I'm not sure it's belong to execution code or not. Wait, let me see. We do have a brute force. Okay. Why not? Okay, for now we'll try to not all of them. Brute force traffic to emergency rate. Outbound one. concurrent fail authentication, security outbound permitted, network info error, critical network device down, notice network are inbound, transfer from outside. This is this. Right. It's 126. Okay, I will note this also. I finish. And there is large outbound. And inbound, large outbound. It's large inbound, large outbound. Let's see what's large outbound. Okay. Then this is this. Not outbound transfer. And this have 40, 47. Dash. Okay. Set just 24 destination. See what else. Suddenly increase successful login in the server console login. Nine. No log from a device. Denied connection from 16. Okay. Permitted. Yes, UTV. Okay. Domain controller executive and user then is queries to unauthorized. User then is what is this? All inside trigger severity 7 medium. Okay. Okay, sir. Sorry for late.
No worries. Okay,
Yeah.
let's.
I put some of them. Network, multiple login failure, domain. The majority of them is from it was execution code from Microsoft, which targets the Active Directory, and even Microsoft, they said they're gonna make the patch on 16th of February.
Okay, but can you show me the alert?
Yeah, now you don't see my screen. Can you see my
I can,
screen?
I can.
Approve. Okay.
So where is the alert?
This some of cases. This some cases I put it as 11, but I'm thinking tomorrow to start by inappropriate website. I have around
Okay,
120
so no, but you said about Microsoft execution something like that. Where is that?
Microsoft execution here. You see, Windows suspicious login failure, disable account, concurrent
Okay,
successful authentication. All this is Microsoft execution.
okay,
Permitted traffic, this is networking. Brute force also, I think, belong to on permitted traffic. I think it's through what's this also? 12 dash. Okay.
okay. Let's. I think the list will go on, but let's start at something. Okay.
Yeah, let's start by
Let's start with
inappropriate website.
yeah. So okay, let me.
Come here.
Okay, yeah, I
Wait.
got the
Oh,
access
sorry.
now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
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 you have the control.
yeah. So you want inappropriate website access? Can you? Okay,
Go.
let's.
No, no, no. Up. It's up. Yeah, scroll up. Yes, right. Again. Yes, this is inappropriate here. 161. You see? Wait. Can I have? Can I do something?
Sure,
Wait.
sure.
Just a minute. Let me. I need to. If you don't mind, I'm gonna record this. Because I'm gonna retrieve it later on. Wait. Don't want this. I don't want this. Too much pages. Also, this I don't want. Just a minute, please wait. Okay. Need to record for sound also. Okay. Let me get back to you. Now you do have the control.
Okay. Okay.
I need the guideline and how to start to
Sure. Okay.
analysis.
Let's do one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's duplicate.
Duplicate.
And
Okay.
can you please close all the other tabs?
All other tab. Okay, no problem. I
Yeah.
can close it. Close this and close this and close this. Oh, sorry. Close this. Close this. Close this. Okay.
Okay. So now we have got inappropriate access. Let's go and look at resources, rules. Go back here.
You go into resources rule.
Let's check for the inappropriate website access, right?
Mm.
So first of all, try to understand why this alert triggers, like the primary understanding of it. Okay. So
Okay.
by definition, sorry. Yeah. So let's do that. Your definition says this alert will trigger when you have some kind of activity in the
Security.
IPS logs,
Mm.
either in your security gateway, which is
Mm.
your proxy gateway, or your firewall detects some inappropriate web access. Okay, that's what it
Mm.
is. So those are your data sources where it gets checked against. Let's do that. Next is it looks at web violation and and FortiGate as well. So when it should be either in web violation or in FortiGates. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
web violation. Uh, yeah, so it says the subpattern is web violation. The source IP is equal to operators is equal
Mm-hmm.
to and
FortiGate.
FortiGate is source IP and Web violation is category, and source IP and FortiGate is also has a website category. So it looks
Mhm.
for 600 seconds. So whenever every 600 seconds it look for a pattern, and it will trigger an alert, right? So now the first question is, what is web violation here, which is sub pattern here. Okay.
Mhm.
So okay, let's
Mm.
go cancel this one.
Within the rule. Network security.
Web.
Not right. This violation. You have to click on it. Yes. Take it from general. I think from general you can take it.
Sorry.
If you go to general, you can copy
General.
the first one.
This one here.
No, no. I am
Oh,
with
oh, oh,
here.
wait.
I mean here.
Okay.
Yes, here. You will find
Event type.
website
Okay, let's
tags.
look at. Oh, okay, hold on. Event
Event
type.
type. Yes. Therefore, inappropriate traffic access denied. Did
So we need to find out when it says inappropriate website access, what is. Okay, let's do this. Okay. So it says website access detected, but what type of access detected is what we need to find. One second here. One second.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Show 100%. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think so. We are getting it now. So it says some category has matched. So let's what we'll do is we'll go here. Okay. Now it says there is a inappropriate website guide. In usual terminology, when somebody says inappropriate website access, from what I've understood is
Mm.
usually they'll refer to some kind of websites which have been
Mm.
considered as unethical or like porn, adult, or gaming websites, or how do you call gambling websites, and all
Yeah.
these things. So in some of the
Yeah.
categories,
Yeah.
the websites are categorized as malicious, or this thing, what do you call, URL check. Okay. So this is one. Okay, let's say I'll show you what is it, gmail.com. Okay.
I'll go back again.
Or let's say yahoo.com.
But the decision there is a what's this area code or what? 5.6 plus
Oh, that's fine.
version.
Yeah, that's wow. Okay, I don't know whether what's happening here, but usually, if what type of proxy do you have? What
Yeah,
proxy?
they use
Sorry.
proxy. There is exception for the proxy. Yes.
Yeah, but what proxy do you use?
I think Fair Eye or I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Okay.
what she. I'm because I'm logging from there. You, if I can log in from my laptop if you want. There's no proxy.
Okay, no, I'm gonna go to a website. Probably I don't know whether it's blocked or not, but let's see. What it says. If it's blocked,
If
it
it's
will throw
blocked,
an
I
error.
can.
Okay, but I think BitTorrent is opening now. So this is not okay. Let's leave it then. So okay, whatever website you are accessing, but you can go and check the URL
Mhm.
as the category of the website, like a URL checker, right? Category checker. Right. So in this case,
What's the URL checker? Can you have
so
give me
yeah,
some?
URL checker is again. That's what I was about to check. You was all URL. Yeah. So here I'm not sure. So I'm going.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'll check yahoo.com. Search. Come on. Yeah. So now what it says yahoo.com, it says categories internet portals. And this site is, and you have like example sites like qq.com or yahoo.com. And it's a low risk website. This is not malicious. So we want to check your proxy, if it belongs to 48 or to Palo Alto or any other vendor, they will have a category for this website. And that's what the alert says. It says inappropriate website access, right?
what
And
is the website here?
I'm sorry.
Can I see the website in log? It will
Yeah,
not show
in
me.
the logs you can see it. In the logs you can definitely see it. So
Yeah. URL RC method pattern attack type SQL injection.
yeah. So again, that's what I'm saying, right? So the alert is little complex because it's not just looking at the proxy. It's also
Mm-hmm.
looking at IPS. It's also looking at firewall for
Mm-hmm.
further detections. So now what
Mm.
happens is you have to copy this.
Put it in open Word, no problem. On Notepad. Okay.
Okay. So now you have HTTP.
GIS board pro. They have something GIS website, I think.
Okay. So from the entire logs, you need to collect these two information, this and this information.
Attack type SQL injection and the URL.
Yeah. Yes. So
Okay.
now what happens is this activity, basically this guy is accessing this website with this URL,
Mhm.
right? So now what
Mhm.
happens is your Palo Alto or whatever device which is intercepting the traffic coming from this source.
Mm.
So here is what's really happening. So the IPS, whatever device it's considering this as a SQL injection because you have some patterns like these ones here, the single quotes,
Mhm.
right? And 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 right
Mm.
where so it's basically a SQL query trying to see
Really.
whether it's trying to pass on some parameter within a code, right? So that
Mm.
pattern is getting identified as SQL injection, as SQL
Mhm.
injection. So now what you
Mhm.
need to do is, first of all, what you need to find out is build the complete URL. So for what you need to do is copy HTTP host,
Mhm.
then copy the HTTP URL complete, right?
You copy until when again?
Yeah,
You copy the your HTTP until when from up.
yeah. So no HTTP, the any field which is HTTP URL and HTTP
Mhm.
host. So you have to combine these. So you will get HTTP host first, which is WebGIS, and the entire URL, which is this one. So the entire URL becomes this. So now let's try that again.
Wait, okay. Paste it.
Failed to
This
execute the query.
face.
Code 404. So okay, now let's show it here. So here it is. So what happens is, okay, so what's the confusion here is the URL is split into two. One, the actual domain, which is
Yes.
WebGIS,
Yes.
then the trailing URL, which is this one. This is the full URL
Mhm.
to get some results out. Okay. So what I
Mhm.
did was I built the complete URL. I built the
Okay.
complete URL what the actual attacker, or in our case, this IP was trying to access. Okay.
Mhm.
So let's write up steps. One, collect SRC IP,
Maybe
SRC port,
word
DST IP, DST port,
word
HTTP URL,
URL
HTTP host.
host.
Yes.
Mhm.
Then the
Combine attack
attack type.
type.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's are some of the things which you want to capture. You can also capture
Mm.
a sorry HTTP agent, which is this one here. Okay, this thing here. So that's what you want to capture. So now what we understand, this guy says it's a SQL injection. So the first thing what we'll do is, as part of our analysis, we'll check abuse IPDB. Okay. So
For the source IP.
yeah, we will first check our due diligence is the source IP. Now this belongs to Saudi Telecom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we need to find out, the first thing we need to find out is, once you collect this data, two is check if the SRC IP is
Malicious.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
CIOUS. Okay. Sorry. Then abuse IPDB.
IBDB.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can get the
Then
domain.
yeah. So
Yeah.
then you can do is 2.1 is check if this is a
Yes.
vendor IP. Vendor
Mm-hmm.
IP is a known vendor IP. Again, I don't know
Yeah.
how what your internal sources are. How do you can who can you check with whether somebody is doing a business with us from that IP range, or
Mm-hmm.
who is accessing from that. You need to find out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then okay, so the condition is 2.1.1 is if the IP is a is vendor
Vendor.
when
Yes,
is
it's
vendor
vendor telecom.
related,
To
uh,
our
whitelist it.
whitelist.
Whitelist it. Whitelist it. We need to
Mm-hmm.
find out where we need to
That
whitelist it.
mean known.
Yeah, known where
It's
we need
known.
to. Yeah, it's known. So the next time this type of activity from this IP address, this activity will never happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the third step is if the rule is firing for wrong reason, check with
Mm.
PA or sorry 40 SIM for tuning the alert. Okay, so that's one thing.
You
So
mean
now, sorry,
last command?
yeah. So
Last
if
command.
again, so that's what I'm saying, right? So if you have in rules, so you have 40 this one, right? So you say clone,
Yes.
so you clone it. So
Okay.
inappropriate this one, you say save it, yeah, and then you edit it. In the edit, it says if you can go and access this web violation, where is this web violation?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What is this web violation? Example I'm saying. So you need to really understand what is this web violation, and are there any categories which you want to access?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Are there any categories which you want to access? That's the first thing. Second thing is in this one, you have to say how FortiGate is detecting this alert. Right? So when you say FortiGate, the subpattern is FortiGate, and website category is
We do have.
yeah. Okay. So next, what you see is you say FortiGate source IP is not equal to okay. Okay. Yeah, here. So you can add this to the watch list and say that okay, this IP should be ignored, or I don't know. Probably we'll have to figure that out. We'll do that again. So exception says nothing but you can here add it here. So SRC IP. So you can add
Source.
this source IP here, and an incident will not be generated if the following conditions matches. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to make sure that for that website, whatever we saw here, if the activity what we are seeing here, right here in this box, for this URL, which is this one example I'm saying, so this IP,
Mm.
if at all the activity what you're seeing here doesn't indicate any
Mm.
attack, then you need to go
Mm-hmm.
back and talk to your FortiGate as to why they're detecting this as malicious, and then
Mm-hmm.
tune it out so that they will tune out their rules, so that we don't have to really go investigate all the alerts. So now Okay, I don't know about what alert we were investigating, but okay, let's check this one. Okay, okay. So now we have this alert in place. So now we are getting it. Okay, super. So now we got the raw logs. Um, okay. Okay. So now we have this alert. So what we need to do? HTTP URL is one. HTTP URL you have one. Then you have your HTTP host as the other. This one. You have your HTTP agent as one alert. Then your was top 10 attack type SQL injection, again SQL injection. So it says constantly SQL injection. So now you have to figure out what is really happening here, right? Because for everything it's saying SQL injection, SQL injection. Why it is detecting for why it's detecting SQL injection here? What is
Mm,
exact condition is detecting as SQL injection?
mm,
Right, so that's what one thing
mm,
which you need what we need to find out. Okay, but what happens here is when a SQL injection happens, this guy is trying to query an information out of your database. But okay, let's
mhm.
build the URL. Okay, let's whatever we did earlier, let's try to build the URL here
Okay, we'll take this and combine it to the.
and combine the URL. So now the URL is this one,
Mm,
right? You got it.
okay, try to
Okay,
execute it.
yeah, and then you go here, you paste it, and then enter. So now when you enter, this is what the information you'll get, right?
Mm,
The first question is whether, sorry, where is it? Yeah, here. Whether this website, WebGIS, MNM or .gov.sa should be internet
mm.
facing. Should it be internet facing? If yes, if yes,
It's a website actually. To go
yeah,
on we have a website for GIS.
okay. So if that is website in internet facing, and and this doesn't seems to be this seems to be false positive, you can close it.
Yes.
But you need to also
Okay.
check the source IP where it's coming from, right? So you need to first check the due diligence going into Abyss IPTV and then check. Okay, where is it? This is belongs to
It's
Saudi Telecom,
telecommunic. So
Saudi Telecom again. But that's what I'm saying. Before you do anything, you need to find out are you doing any business, whether any businesses are there, right? From that
it's a
particular.
GIS website. I think some people they try to connect to see some. If some people want to buy some land, they should go and check. I think on this website for GIS, which is belong to our organization.
Yes, yes. So again, if this is an expected activity, then first thing what you need to do is, since we are getting so many alerts, you need to go and
This is
talk
false
to.
positive.
This is false positive. This is definitely false positive. But the question is
Mm.
why your IPS is flagging this as
Trigger.
SQL injection. So you need to look
Mm.
at. So okay, this log is from where? So it says Riyadh SQL injection, JS prod method get HTTP agent signature, EPM web signature, subclass. Do you know what is this device? Where the alert is coming from?
Mm. Which device?
The actual alert which is flagging this activity.
This is 10, 10, 15, 15. This is our IB.
Yeah,
The port.
that is the server IP address. That is the web server IP address, right?
Yeah. False positive mitigation. They say it's false positive. Also, they admit it is a false positive mitigation. Yes.
Yeah. It's your 40 web. It's coming
Mm.
from your
We do
40
have
web.
40.
Yeah.
Mm.
So in your 40 web, you need to go and figure out, all this activity here. Why it's detecting as in your 40 web this activity as SQL injection, and then if at all there's an opportunity, we can do it. But again, this is not false. This is false positive. The activity here is. So that's what you need to check
Mm.
is first you need to check for it is a here, yeah. So you need to check for collect your source IP, check for the source IP if malicious in abuse IP DB or any other site
Mm.
or other site for reputation.
Total virus.
Yeah, virus total or whatever that is.
Mm.
Check the if the IP this is a vendor IP, right? So if this is not a vendor IP, then if it's a vendor IP, you have to do it. If it's not, you need to move out. If the rule is firing for wrong reason, like it's not a SQL injection, but you're coming again, you need to talk to 40 web for tuning. Okay. Then the fourth
Yeah,
step
to
is
correct this.
yes
Okay.
to correct the detection. But again, if the alert is true, there is a SQL injection. Check for action, right? What is action? Uh,
Mm.
blog allowed. Okay.
This is action our team, my team should take.
No, no,
But
no. This is from what the action happened here in the logs. Okay. So what happens is let's look at. Yeah, there here I don't think so. There is any action mentioned, but I think you should check whether this was allowed or blocked. Whether you need to check whether this was allowed or blocked. This traffic was actually allowed or blocked is what you need to
we
check.
do have a web 40 web, but what I have to tell them block this IP or let this IP.
No, 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 no,
Maybe this is a
no.
website anyone can access it.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, right? But they are
Maybe
detecting it
it's a
as
portal.
not the portal, but the activity, the way the URL looks at that, they are detecting it as a SQL injection on
Mhm.
one parameter. So whether you want to keep the SQL injection alive or enable that signature or disable that signature, it's your thing. Okay, so I don't
Enable
know
enable which signature you I
the
can
SQL
enable
injection,
and disable.
SQL injection signature.
Can I enable it and disable it?
Yeah, I think you can do that, but I think that's what the 40 web guys will do it in the backend.
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
So so then the other thing which we need to check is the where is that? Yep, yep, here. your HTTP method. So what happens is you have called get and put methods. So
Mm-hmm.
get is always a download, but a put
Yes.
is somebody uploading something to the website again. He's putting back to something to
Yes.
the website. So there was a differences,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you have to, you have to weigh between what is a get method and a put method, and based on that,
Mm-hmm.
do the investigation. Okay. So check the action if it's allowed or not. Again, I don't know whether you have it here, so we'll keep it across here. Then we'll do a fifth. So you will not be able to check that. Then replay the URL. When I say replay the URL, it means your what is that? Yeah, host plus URL. Got it? Host
Mm-hmm.
plus URL.
I have to combine them
Yeah, and
in
then
the
make the full URL like what I showed
execution.
you here, right? Your host is
Yeah.
SA, but your URL is from here till the spatel ID. So what you do is you combine
Yeah.
them, both of them, to make a URL. Okay, so you make the URL,
Mm-hmm.
replay the URL. Then what you do is it's 5.1. Uh, check for the out, check for the output. If it shows results, no SQL. No, no. If it shows the output, shows the output, verify it and check the data. Okay, that's one thing. The reason which I'm saying is when I'm running this one, okay.
Mm.
So now you have some data here. Okay, now
Yes.
let's copy it. Okay, let's copy it. If I am opening Excel, okay.
Okay.
So I have all this information here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Municipality name and XYZ, XYZ, XYZ information is there. Okay,
Mm.
let's do this. So you
Okay.
have this. So I'm just trying to paste it in a row so that I can see it easily. So now you have this
Mm-hmm.
information, right? So in a SQL injection,
Mm.
the attacker will try to gather the internal working of the operating system or internal to the database
Mm.
or something critical to the
Mm-hmm.
database, right?
Mm.
So now you need to find out whether when you look at the data, do you see something suspicious here? Just an overview of it.
No, it's not.
Okay,
Nothing.
nothing.
Someone is discovering the bake.
Okay, fine. So now when you agree that this is not some, the output is not something malicious, then you can quickly rule out saying that it's not a SQL
False positive.
injection. It's a false positive, right?
Mm.
Check
Mm.
the, or if you check the verified and check the data. If you see suspicious output, talk to
So,
the website
web.
owner. Whoever manages that particular website, the WebGIS, you need to quickly go and talk to them and find out who this activity is. Okay. First thing is what? That then the sixth action is block the IP on
The IV.
firewall, right? You need to quickly
Okay.
go and block the IP address on the firewall, right?
Okay.
You need to send it to the network operations or network team to block
Mm-hmm.
whoever is managing your
Mm-hmm.
firewalls.
Mm.
So that's what you need to do. And seven is create a incident. Then the okay. So when you do so sixth is you have identified here in the fifth step you are trying to identify something happened or not. If you think that something has
Mm-hmm.
happened, you quickly go and contain the situation, which is in the sixth step.
Mm.
The seventh step, what you need
Mm.
to do is you need to find out um, how the okay IP history for the IP for last 90 days, which is the source IP address,
Oh,
the bad IP, malicious IP address. You got it?
no, what I have to do in IB history, where I
When
can
I,
find the IB history.
no, you have to just check for the query. Okay, analytics.
Mhm.
So in the analytics, you'll come and put the IP address here, right? Attribute, you add the attribute here and say src,
No, you say report in IB.
yeah, yeah, so source IP, and put the IP address here and check for last 90 days, right? So when you do the last 90 days, you'll try to find out what this IP has been doing for the last 90 days, and whether it's been constantly trying to hit, whether there is okay, check for last for 90 days, um, uh, outgoing and inbound traffic from the IP. You have to check that.
Mm.
So you have to check for outgoing and inbound traffic from the IP address. Then
If I if I'm trying to look for an analytics, I mean in the source IP and search, it will give me all the log for this source IP.
yes. So if I'm okay searching here, let's say I am,
You will find the source IP or this the source. This destination. No, is where is the source here? Source IP. Yes, this is a source IP. Take it, copy it. 223. Is it a three? Okay, here.
yeah.
Okay.
So what you do is you'll run it
Run,
for say,
apply and run, but you have to choose which time.
yeah.
Absolute time.
So
Go
you can
absolute.
say absolute time or whatever that is, and say okay, you'll have to search for what is that?
From now to or today to, yes, from today to, you have to
Why it's showing?
define 90 days.
Yeah. So let's do this. So let's say for the 1st of November.
Okay,
Okay, you
till
selected
now.
this, right?
Okay.
And then you select for the source IP and you say apply and run.
Syntax error, query failed, something. Mm, check something. Syntax. Is problem in syntax, I think.
Oh, the IP address has got one more extra thing.
Yeah. Try. Yes.
So now you'll search for that.
Will give you all the event belong to
Yeah,
this IP.
all the IP related to all the traffic related to this guy. Okay. Then you'll need to search for okay what really happened and what this guy was trying to do for the last year. But 1,000 results here, and say show event type. It says from
Mhm.
event type is 40 web. You need to click on it. You need to find out like what this log is talking about, right? So again, it says there was a get request to your to the same website.
Yeah.
What is the
It's a
address?
get request.
Yeah.
Uh, we need to combine it with the host tag also.
Yeah, yeah. Always when you're trying to find out the full URL, you have to look at
Mm.
HTTP URL and HTTP.
Host. HTTP host. There's no HTTP host. Yeah,
Yeah,
HTTP host here.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Oh,
Combined with
there
this.
you have HTTP status 200. That's what I was saying.
What does it mean? What does it mean, HTTP
HTTP
status?
status is okay. Let me show you this
The
one.
request happened to 2000 time?
No. HTTP.
Okay.
So when you access a website, 200 says the page was served, right? So you have to
Standard,
yeah. So you need to know this. So when you look at HTTP
standard
200
response
standard response
request.
for HTTP request, so it means the website
Mm.
was served to you. The website did load, right? So that's what is happening
So
here.
200 time, you mean?
No. That's a code, status code for HTTP.
Mm.
Status code for a web traffic is that the website did load. Okay, let me show you an example. Okay. So when you go and access a web page, it gives you a
Okay.
404 error. Web page 404 error.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It means as an example, something like this, right? Something like this, a
Mm.
404. The URL requested website could not be found. So that's a HTTP hypertext transfer protocol
Yes. Protocol.
status error page, error code. Similarly,
Mm.
every time a page is requested and there is some action done, it'll have a code. So for when this page loads up, this when Google page loads up, since it's loaded fully, the HTTP status code is 200.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So that's what you
Mm-hmm.
need to check for. So let's go back here. Yeah, so this is what. So you can close this. So now you need to quickly find out what type of URL were they accessing, right? Um, See URL access violation. So you need to go back and check here. Okay, what really
What
happened?
is? Mm.
So this guy is again trying to do a get to the GIS prod, but again it's a SQL type of injection. Fine. So in and that was today. That was today,
Mm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have an area where you can export the entire log out of here? I don't know.
You can export. You can export it.
These
Go
logs.
action. Go action. Yes. Go action here. Can I?
Okay, please.
You go come here action. You can export the result
Yeah, please do
if
that.
you want.
CSV.
CSV. Okay. You can wait before I make this. Wait. I want to ask you. Here, do you want something from this column to display? Which column you want to display here? If I make a check, this means this will display. If I make check for this, this will display in the
Yeah. Okay.
report.
Let's do this. Okay. Let me do that. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
do.
Which one you want to display it?
Can I control? Okay. Do this. Do
Yeah, you
this.
have the control. Can you show me which unit you select? Sorry.
Yeah. You can scroll back.
Source IP. The display. You have to click in the display, not in the filter. Yeah.
Okay.
The display that will show you in the report which one, which column you want. Status.
Yeah. Please check.
User define. Enough.
Yep.
Fine. Okay. Wait. Fine. Okay. You say okay. When you say okay, and you make again run, all the column will appear here. Wait. You see. Let's you see. All
Yeah.
this column is appear here. You see.
Yeah. And this is what we want.
Yes. Now you can make a export as a CSV if you want and make it generate. But for which log we were looking for? This is a question.
Sorry.
for which log we were looking for. This is log alone. This is a log alone. Which log we were? Wait. Let me see. It's not here.
No, we are just doing a general research. I'm just showing an example.
Okay. This is general. Okay,
Yeah.
so this will show me for.
Export
Okay,
results,
CSV
CSV.
generate. Okay, view. It came here. Download. Show in folder. Okay, let's see. This is an extract here. Here. Okay. Now we show you like this.
Yeah. So now when you have this, now what you can do is you can quickly analyze it. So we can do is
Hide.
hide the raw log just for time being.
Yes.
Okay, now you have the host and the URL, right? So now
Yes. Yes.
in a general sense, if you can look at the whole URL and see whether this is a SQL injection attempt or not, you'll quickly know. Okay, so that's one thing.
How
The,
how
so the
you
sec,
gonna quickly know?
yeah, so
Let me
that's what
see.
I'm saying. That's the whole thing. So
This is a
what will, yeah, so
violation. See for
yeah,
40 web URL access violations. This
correct.
and
Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll look for these things.
filter.
We'll say violations
Okay.
and we'll quickly,
What you have done?
yeah, so I just colored it out so that I know, okay, that from what time to what time I'm seeing certain type of activity. So now at this time, I got an alert at 5:10. Somebody was accessing a web page, and at the same time, I got this thing, right?
Mm.
So this was the exact query they accessed when the actual triggered, the alert triggered,
So
right?
if I combine the host with the URL, it will give me
The
the web
output
page.
of what they were looking for. Okay.
Okay.
So what they are looking for. So the, now you can go and find out whether this is a serious SQL injection or they were just trying to do some browsing activity, or whether they're
Mhm.
specifically searching for some kind of results that you can look for.
So
Okay.
I will look for row by row, all of them.
No, you can do a general consensus. Not that you should be looking at row by row. You'll be looking at more like this ones. When you identify the URL violations, what the alert was, okay, you'll quickly check for that. Then you'll say what is the error code 304. It means the content has been moved, right? So let's look at this one
See.
here. I'll show you 304. Yeah, not modified. Indicate that the resource has not been modified since the version was specified. The
Which
request
one
data.
encyclopedia you are looking for? This is,
Yeah, here, here.
yeah, 304. You look for in the internet for what? For the code,
Yeah,
URL code,
what
or
does the
what?
code mean here? What does 304 mean?
Hmm.
Okay. So now we got 304s. I got 200s. I got 304s. Right. So these
Mm.
are all. This seems to be all legit because it's all serving legibly serving the request, and the URL. Whenever
Hmm.
we see the URL, it also doesn't look way too suspicious because it says okay, you are exporting something where format is fine and it's a request. But again, this is a general browsing activity, right? This is again a general browsing activity where
Yeah,
somebody is accessing it without an alert, right?
yeah.
So you come back and then you'll see some alerts are there, so you'll quickly find out what the URL is, what are they trying to do about it, right? And then you'll say, oh, you know what, they are looking
Mm.
at a parcel plan 489, which is and the municipality is this one, and the plan number is 1049 and the parcel plan is 489 to track some activity, right? So
Hmm.
this seems not suspicious, and that's what you leave it.
If you came here, it will show you up. Oh, sorry. Uh, how did you bring the information up here?
Hold on a second. You have filter here.
Okay.
You can click here.
Yes, after you make the filter, how do you get now? You get some information in the bar here. For the web access violation, okay.
and you click on the this thing. So on the
Okay, 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 okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Information URL. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
information URL, the that bar, because it's long.
Map view. This website for GIS is a map view.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So because this website, this URL is long, it will not be visible in your this one. So when you click here, you'll show the full URL here, and that's how you will
Mm-hmm.
identify like what's really happening with this website, what type of activity this guy is trying to do. So it says forwarded traffic. What does mean by forwarded traffic, right? So this FortiGate traffic forward. Okay, the destination is this. There are URLs, and then there are specific ports.
This is
We need,
all our IB. This is inside.
yeah, this is
All our
inside.
IBs.
This is inside. This is inside. But yeah, right. Then the other thing what you need to do always is look at the sent bytes and received bytes, right? Which is you have to resize the column to 30 and look for, yeah, the
Get request.
send bytes.
Send byte.
These are bytes which have been sent out,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So you need to look for abnormally high bytes if at all there are any,
Mm-hmm.
right? Before and after this, because whenever an alert triggers, for that
Mm-hmm.
it's not capturing the bytes in bytes out, but in a generic sense, you have to look for, okay, what this IP is trying to do, and where is the highest bytes out seen or send bytes seen.
Highest
So if you
highest
can,
byte
yeah, so if you can see here, you will
was
have
3000.
these places here. So now you have to look at
Mm-hmm.
what really happened here, right? It's a forward traffic, and it says, okay, FortiGate server reset. The connection was reset here. The send bytes, these are bytes. You need to convert it into KB and really find out, like, if at all it's suspicious, why it's suspicious.
If it's suspicious, it will written suspicious.
Yeah, you'll have to look at that. I think it is CDEF, Okay, so the raw event. Now you're looking at the raw events. Okay, so the
Yeah.
raw events were hidden from us.
Mm-hmm.
Now you need to find out what happening with this one. So it's a forward type. The IP is this one. So the source port is this one. The IP destination IP is this. It's a 443. It came from this IP
Mm-hmm.
address. The policy name is WFE. I don't know what that means is. And then is HTTPS traffic. Um, there are 242 packets sent, 2300 packets received. The send bytes delta is this one. But again, whether what destination IP was that, we need to clearly look at it here.
Mm-hmm.
So the destination IP is this one, whether it was forwarded or served by the same IP address, and what really happened here. So you need to find out what is hosted on this IP address here. Then
Mm-hmm.
go and look at what is the traffic seen in and out. Okay. So that's how you look at the bytes out, or send bytes in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Send bytes or received bytes as well. So you need to look at received bytes. Then if it's a uh, high data flow, then you need to be suspicious. You need to check whether it's high data flow, right, to the
Mm-hmm.
website when the alert happened, or after the alert happened, there was something substantial amount was downloaded, if at all there was some, right? And the other suspicious thing you should be looking at is, if you're looking always that your Saudi Telecom or other IPs are you seeing as a source IP, but suddenly you see China or Japanese or other Russian IP addresses or any other IP addresses which you're seeing suddenly, then you need to be really
Mm-hmm.
suspicious, right? So you're consistently seeing a pattern that over a period of time, the IP addresses are from Riyadh or from surrounding areas which access this website. But suddenly you see a website which is coming from outside of the country, or for the first time you're seeing the IP address. The region is not unknown and they don't have any purpose accessing this website.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need to be suspicious.
if I find, for example, the ISP for the telecom is different than our ISPs,
Yes. Like
from
if it's in India or
outside.
in, yeah, exactly, India or somewhere else. Example, I'm just quoting an example. But again, it doesn't belong to Saudi Telecom or some place which you already know about it. Then you need to be suspicious about
Mhm,
it,
mhm.
right? So that's one thing. Other thing is when you okay, if the URL is malicious, again this condition is if the user access
This
a website,
side.
yeah, and then this alert triggers, right? If
Mhm,
a user, if you
mhm.
Muhammad is accessing a website which is triggering
Yes,
this alert, then you need to check whether the
yes.
URL is malicious or what category in your 40
FortiWeb.
web URL, 40 web URL checker or
So
whatever
I
that.
have to, I can send to the FortiWeb admin. What I have to tell him, please
No,
block
you
this
don't have to.
URL.
You don't need to tell anything to him.
Mm,
Okay.
I don't need to tell him.
Yeah.
I suspicious this
No,
URL.
you can go and submit it. You can do this in 40 URL rating submission.
No, they have.
Yeah, they can
s-
submit it. So if you say that, in gold, tell them that there is a URL which I find. So you can say that yahoo.com or let's example this one.
Take over. Yes. Umbudziski. No, take Yahoo out. Okay, best. Okay. RBIK.
So it's a government and legal organization, right? So you can go
Yes.
and say click here for the right category. So when you click here, right, it'll ask
Mm,
you for propose a new category. So you need to provide your name,
mhm,
company, email, and where are you, why you are submitting, and the reason, optional reason, and the suggestion what you're suggesting here, like malicious or what, right? So let
mhm.
me bookmark this one. So
Yes. Okay.
you can suggest this URL categorization from 40 as well. But again, before
Is
submitting the, it'll.
40 need
Oh, sorry.
URL.
Yeah.
No
Anyway,
problem.
we have bookmarked it, so you'll be able to see it again. Okay. So that's how you have to do it. What is that? So you need to check, whether the what category the 40 URL web is, and then request URL for request
Mm. User.
user for um, user request for explanation.
User for explanation. You mean you would ask him to explain to you why this URL?
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking for so user request user for explanation why did he access the URL, right? And whether it was blogged or allowed, and whatever happened after that,
Mhm.
right? So that's how you will have to do the inappropriate web access. So what you would do is take uh, take this alert, right?
False positive.
Yeah, so you can go and close the false positive. So what you need to do quickly is um, I don't know if you can show it here.
What you mean exactly? It can help.
Oh, you have selected everything.
What you did display again?
No, no, here.
Yeah, change display. Okay.
Yeah, here. So I thought, I can see the actual HTTP URL, but
You have to go inside the log and when you click in this arrow, you go display. There's display here will not appear. Yeah, display here will not appear. Display unless you search here in analytics, you can manage to see which display.
yeah. So if we are able to see it here,
See if you URL
no, we don't have anything here.
reporting IP resolution source subcategory target
No, you don't have the
status.
details there.
No.
But again, if it was here, it would have been fantastic because the more I see here, the moment I'm able to see it here.
But there is one thing. Wait, uh, here if I came here and here, I can make a external lookup, or I can add it to filter or external lookup and check for this is for virus total no data and here no data and make a remediation to block this IP from my side. I can do it my side. I can if I make a remediation, sometimes it can block this IP, but this will block the Fortinet. I don't want to block this.
Mm-hmm.
But I can make like this and add this to the filter. So I can here. If I add this to the filter, yes, it will show. It will take me to analytics. I think it should. Why it shouldn't go resolution report device? It will give me report device report or this reporting
But it
devices.
doesn't give you the URL, right?
No URL. So okay, go
You have to
back
click on the
again.
dustbin sign. There. Hold. No, no, the
Go
bottom,
ahead.
bottom. No, no,
Here.
here. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Which one?
yeah. No, that's
Overview.
no. I think this is. Hold on a second.
Okay, take the mouse. Overview will go back again to the. Oh, too much. Yes, it was here. Yes, which one? This is for last 2 hours.
Okay, so okay.
Policy violation. Mhm. External lookup if you want to make a remediation or something, you will find remediation down to block the IP or something. No data, you see, no valid data. That means false positive. From here you can, but see this IP, yes, for example, or no, up USA, yes, this you can make a remediation for this. Work external lookup, check. No, also there's no data. Okay, go remediation. Someone accesses from USA. Aruba, Aruba one LAN controller. This user
No, this
is
is
remediation.
telling you where do you want to block this IP address.
Mm, it's external, but it's empty.
There is none. But yeah, again, in this case, if this guy is trying to, let's say, suppose, okay, let's do this thing. Let's look at events.
Make a new one, no problem. Put it on it. This is blocked backend service. HTTP method get source. Okay. HTTP. Yeah. Agent.
And so now this is guys accessing this some DWG file, right? So now you need to go.
DWG.
Yeah. So now you need to. Okay.
Map it together. Yes. And take it and put it in the browser. All of them. Yes. Also yes. Okay. Put it in the web. Yeah. Oh my God. You download something.
Yeah. So okay. So let me do one thing. Mm,
Inside. What's file inside?
I'll show you.
Coffee.
You know what, Mustafa? I think I should come back to Saudi and work with you. That will be easier.
I'm trying to get experience actually in analysis. I'm a weak in analysis actually. Is that why?
Oh, no worries. No, I'm just, probably, doing this.
I hope if I can do this because my team is I mean it's not easy to respond to me. I'm trying to let them understand and
Mhm.
don't know how I can deal with them, but I'm trying. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. You can sponsor a visa for me. I can come down, sit with you, explain you, walk
Okay,
you,
no problem.
train your entire team
I
there.
have sponsor a visa for you. You will come.
Oh yeah, definitely. Why not? Why not? I can spend an entire day with you. Whatever we are doing, like
Yes.
an hour here and there. Probably we'll do it in a full stretch. In a month, we'll be able to finish everything. Okay,
Yes, if I got one like you with me in the job, yeah, it will help me a lot.
oh, definitely. Okay,
Because now the problem is now I'm the leader. I'm trying to teach myself to teach them. This is a big problem.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
So I
again,
don't have any. I asked them. I need some people experience. They told me we will bring, but governments they postpone everything. They
no
tell you okay,
worries.
okay, but nothing will go in.
No problems.
Sometimes I tell you a lot. Every time I'm thinking to quit this job. I'm thinking to quit
Oh,
this job. You see,
no,
but
that's fine.
but, what,
You have to
but
stick only, then
whatever,
you'll learn.
if I leave this job or I didn't leave this job, I will not leave you because I have to take a lot of knowledge from you. But the
Yeah.
problem is how to survive here. This is what
Yeah, that's what. But I
this
don't
is
know.
my fight. I have to. Uh, I hope if you can download. If you cannot download it, maybe. Um,
I don't know whether do you see any installation happening?
wait, there's no installation, but
Can you double click on the file again?
wait.
File inside.
I don't. It's look like hanging or doing something in background, but I'm not sure. Wait. Mm,
Ah, there it is.
yes, this is an installation.
Can you go
Yeah.
click next?
Next.
Yeah,
Agree.
agree. Next.
Next. Next. Next. Let it down. Oh, don't tell me it need a password.
No, no, no. There is no password.
You want to allow? Okay, no or
No, no, no,
yes?
it's just installing. That's it.
No, no. Publish. Make change to your device. Tell him yes. It need show more detail. File origin hard
There is
drive
no
or
password. Probably it'll ask you for permission, but that's pretty much it.
enter username and password. For me, I don't think this is for user account control. This is I think for system admin. They will not allow you to download anything.
Oh, I don't see any error message. Is there anything on your other screen?
It's not error messages, but it enter username and password. Is it my username and password? No, I think
Can
it's
you
use.
I can't see the screen, whatever you're seeing.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know how to
You
can.
can drag it to the screen, probably you have shared one screen. You can drag from that screen to the screen.
Actually, it's lock the screen. I have to make. If I said no, wait. Let me see if I can make print screen so you can see it later. Okay. The nostalgia was interrupted. Yes. This is need a permission from the admin. I show
Okay.
you what is bring. It brings something like this. See? Oh, it will not come also. He was trying to take a
Okay, let's do this again. Hold on a second. Agree.
agree. Okay.
Next.
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 Next. See, now you will not see the screen, right?
Yeah, can you okay
It's
do
something like say
hold on.
user account control. Do you want to allow this app for unknown and publish it to make change on your device? If I need to say yes, you ask me show more details with enter username and password.
Can you
McAfee
enter
else
your
English
username
net.
and password?
It will not come from my device. I think it needs an administrator for user admin. Let me see. Which the username. Let's see if we'll accept. Let me try. Will not accept it. It needs a. I'm sure it needs a the administrator, system admin.
Okay. Okay, let me just do one thing.
Needs system admin.
Can you open the downloads folder, please?
Just a minute. If I say no, it will open again. But let me try to. I'm trying to make a. No, it not come also.
Yeah, so in that case, what you need to do is there is something called as in your start menu. Can you click on
What's
the start?
called
Can you click on the start menu and type SNIP? S
snip.
snip.
SN I
No,
P
no,
snip.
it's you're
Oh, sorry.
typing.
SN
Yeah,
I
you have
P.
a snipping tool. You can take a screenshot of it.
Okay. Try
It's
snipping.
so you can do
Okay.
this and
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait. No problem. If I make it, wait, try, but
No. Hold on, not this one. I'll tell you. Close this one in the back end. No,
new.
not that. Yeah, new, and you can snip it like this.
Yes, I understand, but let me see if we can make a here. The installation is closed. Wait, let me open the installation again. Yes, next. Agree. Next. 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 Okay, wait.
You have to
Oh,
click.
I can't.
You have to click new here on the back in the screenshot here from snipping tool.
Uh, yeah, where is this being? Wait.
You already clicked no there.
Here, new. Um, okay. They have to.
No.
No, wait.
You have to click
I said new here.
new, and then
Yes,
where.
but
Oh, okay.
uh, wait.
Yeah.
It will not come. No, it will not come because
So
if
that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Let's do one thing. Okay.
you
Can
have
you
the
can
controller,
can you right click on that file inside?
right click. Okay.
Yes.
Repair and install. Share with Skype.
Can
Troubleshoot
you can you
screen with.
hold the shift key and right click? Can you
Okay.
hold the right? Yeah, hold the shift key. No.
Okay.
Hold the shift and right click.
Okay.
Run as a different user.
Okay.
Okay, so you need if you have your
I
admin
don't have
account.
domain. No. Mm, no. It's my. I'm not sure it will accept in the end. Same problem. Even I cannot make a print screen. Why? Wait. Wait. I will try to do something. Paint. Came here. No, doesn't come.
Okay, no worries, that's fine. So if you, the reason I was trying to install that was you don't need to once you download something, right? Like the DWG file.
What is the inside? Tell me about it.
Yeah, let's do that.
It will open this file.
You don't have Notepad plus plus as well, right?
Not bad.
Notepad plus plus.
No, not bad plus plus. I don't have.
Okay, let's do that.
Wow.
Yeah, so when you drag and drop into Notepad, you'll see what type of text is that.
This I think is images.
You know, it's what it says DWG, right? Okay, let's say if I got
DWG. What is the extension of DWG?
it's a CAD.
Download. Yes, is yes. What is it? It's a plug.
It's all full. Actually, there is, I don't know whether there is something there or there is nothing there. I really don't know. Probably something related to a viewer kind of a thing. So DWG is a native format for AutoCAD drawing. So
Oh, to cut. Yes, this is yeah. Yes, I told you.
yeah,
It's come
yeah.
from.
So yeah. So again, if this guy is saying that it's an AutoCAD, and the question is, okay, where is that? Yeah, here is that. Yeah, there is a question. The question is, what is this USIP? Where is that? Yeah, 154 trying to access this. Do you do any business with any US companies? Okay. So for that, we will say our follow our process. We will take the IP address.
Go used. Let's see. This is from Germany.
Germany. So if you do any business with Germany, and check the reputation of it. Okay. And then you'll
So
say,
we don't do any business with Germany. Data center warehousing.
sorry?
We don't do any business with Germany.
Yeah, so that's what, right? So that's where the interest lies, and that's what you need to find out is okay. Now, if you don't do any business with Germany, then you're looking at the website.
Call the infrastructure as IT and tell him
Yeah,
you
try
broke
to
this.
find out, what, again, you don't need to call in them immediately, but again, we go and look at our process and say that, okay, for last 90 days, what is this IP address trying to do? Right? What is this IP address trying to do? And it says, HTTP header trigger alert. So it's a generic attack. It's a generic attack where the HTTP method is get. So it's trying to request something, right? It's trying to request something. So it's trying to
Yes.
request some information from Germany to your some website in your country or for your municipality. So what you need to find out
Yes.
is what is that information it requested, and if this is malicious or not. Then the third question is illegal header. What do you mean by illegal header? First of all, right? In your,
Illegal header.
yeah, here, HTTP illegal header.
HTTP illegal header. Signature
Yeah.
ID. Signature CV ID. Source country,
So what we
United
need to is
States. This is come from United States.
no, this comes from Germany, GB
Here,
itself.
here.
Yeah,
Sure.
one second.
Signature ID.
So now here you can check. Now you can check that Fortinet attack signatures.
Audit base. What's this?
Yeah,
Add
so
an
40,
exception for.
yeah, 40 web adding an exception to an attack signature. You are saying the get a signature ID, clone the attack signature, attack advanced ID, build exception and rule info. So it shows you in 40 web how do you modify your signatures. Whatever you're seeing now here, you can modify
Mhm.
that, right?
Should I send this to the FortiWeb admin to?
No, not required until unless you find that this has been triggering way too high and the activity is all false positive, right?
How did you find this? You look for
Yeah, let me do one thing is
go back,
do,
go back, make back. Yeah.
I
You
just
look for
for signature
signature
ID.
ID.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
It
thing
came
is,
directly to the FortiGate.
yeah. So again, this signature ID is only uniquely unique to FortiGate, and that's the reason it picked up only FortiGate.
Mm-hmm.
So it says attack log fields. Okay, what is that log fields? So you can read each action here as to what the attack alert shows here. Like when I'm talking about, say, user agent, right? User agent is represented by the
Mm-hmm.
client itself, which is not of an initial attack. History the session ID is URL. URL appears the request of the client. URL can be rewritten, and so you can read the entire attack content here, right? The law, the raw log here as well, and the thread scoring,
Mm-hmm.
how the thread scoring happens, and the HTTP content routing, and whatever that it says. So
Mm-hmm.
so you can actually know, okay, what is it talking about from an attack field perspective. And yeah. So, I'm sorry. So that's one. Okay. So you were able to understand like what your needs, what you need to do in terms of analyzing these alerts.
Yes, I do. But do you advise me to go with inappropriate website, or because there is a lot of hardware and other things?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, in the incidents here, when I
Oh,
have
no,
to
no. I mean,
debug.
like from the list which you are saying here. No, no, that's fine. The list which you showed me here now in the notepad.
Yes, you see this list. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you go to the notepad once again?
Okay. In the notepad, I didn't write the list for.
Yeah. So that's what I said. I wanted you to write the top five uh, within the top five which we could cover, because what happens is every alert needs
Mhm,
extensive detailed digging and verifying and checking. And that can't, I
mhm.
mean, if I'm talking about 12, then I think I'm looking at a 4 or 5 hour session. Since we need to explore the tool, we need to
Yes.
understand, talk about it, look at your process, give you each steps which is correlating to your own log and your own team and whatever it happens,
Mm.
right? So but at least in this current the inappropriate website, do you think you understood how do you need to navigate and how do you need to investigate?
Y- Yes, some of it I got how to deal with it. To tell them to how to try to look on it and
Yeah.
find
Yeah.
some. Okay.
Okay, let's look at the permitted traffic from emerging IP addresses.
Permitted traffic. Go right. No, 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 right. All of them medium. All this red is network. Okay, permitted traffic.
Mhm.
There's not too much. It's only four.
Yeah. So what it
This
says,
is came from our site.
yeah, this came from outside. These resources.
Rules permitted.
So it says permitted traffic.
Copy it from up.
Yeah, emerging threat type is called. Okay, so now it's a shadow server. So you have a pattern which says shadow servers,
What
and
does it mean, shadow server?
I'm sorry.
What does it mean, shadow server?
So they have some categories of bad IPs. Okay, and they call it as shadow servers. Okay, they are
Uh-huh.
looking at a list which is called shadow servers, which is part of the see shadow servers.
Malware. Malware.
Yeah,
Is it
malware
shadow?
or emerging threat IPs, or okay, let's look at this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Emergence rate IP. Intelligent proof. Wow.
These are your
Yes.
emerging threat IPs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's do this one. So let's copy this IP address.
No, it's not pronto. Emerging. Oh my God. No. Emergence rate intelligent.
Come on. Now you see,
What's this IP?
yeah, the entire range.
Mm,
See, the entire range of IP address is be malicious. Is malicious. So what you need to do is you need to save this as well, right? So
how
it's
did you get it? Can you show me how
okay.
did you get this page?
One second. So
You look for
what I search for emerging threat IP list.
emergence rate IP. You get it from the FortiSIEM?
No, no. So what happens is there is an emerging threats portal
Mm-hmm.
where it tracks all the bad IPs. FortiGate
Mm-hmm.
uses this table or this IP list. Got it? So
No.
whatever you're looking at here,
Oh, I lost.
yeah. So you see here, raw IPs are the firewall block list where you should be blocking this IP address. So this list is
Mm.
taken from emergingthreats.net, dshield and spamhash. So they collect these bad IPs and add it here. So the IP which we are selecting, which is 167.248 and 133,
This is all malicious IP. You mean?
the entire range is slash 24 range itself is malicious.
Mm. And the IP is you bring it from the FortiSIEM, right?
Yes.
Can you open the FortiSIEM, please?
Yeah, once again.
I want to see how you got this. You took all this. Oh, you took the IP from here,
Yeah, and I
and
and I removed the last octet there. So
one, two, three.
if I search
Okay.
for this, I couldn't search for this. When I removed this, I saw the IP address there.
So the range
Range. So
133.
slash 24. So this is the entire IP range. So now I know that okay, this guy is a bad guy, right? For our
But
verification,
one more question.
sure.
This URL from where you get it? This is
Here,
rule emergency rate.
hold on. Here,
You
the
are looking
first
for
URL, this one.
emergency rate.net. Uh-huh.
So when I search for emerging threat IP, you'll get this site, and this is the site.
Emergency rate you get it from the FortiSIEM. I
No, no,
mean
no. The alert is
the
from
word.
FortiSIEM. The alert is
Yeah,
from FortiSIEM.
yeah, the word of emerging. Oh, okay, here from emergency rate IB.
Yeah.
Okay, they write it.
Yeah, they write it.
Uh,
The permitted traffic from emerging threat IP. So they'll write it, we'll get it. So you take the IP address and you copy it.
if you put it here, it show you. Uh, search check.
Oh, it's I think running.
Oh, you have to say check. Yes, now it will run. Wait, making the internet safe. You see,
Yeah, you see, it's 100% bad.
well not found. Where is 100%? But yeah,
Yeah,
okay, try it's written. Okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's written.
Uh,
Okay, but it's
if
not.
you
Oh, oh, go ahead.
okay,
Good, good.
if you go in the virus total, it show you malicious.
No, this it will show you the explanation why it's malicious here. The reason why it's malicious. You see, unauthorized connection attempted from an IP address, or unauthorized connection attempted, unauthorized connection attempted. So everybody is reporting that there's an unauthorized connection coming from this IP address,
Mhm.
right? But this IP belongs to census, right?
This
The
is
census is
ISP.
nothing but your internet scanner.
Host name is scanner.
Scanner census scanner.com. So census.io is a internet scanner for security, right?
Board security.
Yeah, port security, just like they scan the internet to find out what's out there, what's accessible. Based on that, they kind of put the things out there. So they publish a report, or they give you information. So you can
Yes.
go to census, and then you can look at like exactly what census is here to help. So active IP addresses, 2000 ports, or 36 protocols scanned, or it gives you a whole
This is what
internet.
it did.
It scans the
The
entire
most
internet.
complete view of
So
internet.
search for
Okay.
IPv4 address. So you can take the IP. So it's a sensor scanner itself, right? Where
This
it's
is a tool,
hosted.
right?
It's a tool. It's a tool. Like it's a like a, how abuse IPTV
Yes,
is
port
there.
scanner.
Yeah, it's not a port scanner. Yeah, it's kind of port scanner, but it also provides you a lot of who is IP related information as well, right? You can search for a
Something
website,
like
certificates, and everything else,
uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
So this
Okay.
is a scanner IP address.
Mm.
This is a internet scanner, right? So what you need to do is you need to click to look at events, and you need to look at the sub events. What really happened here?
Okay.
If you look at it here, you'll get the raw logs. What you want to do is you want to come back to
Open a new
here
but
and do a new.
better to put
Um,
it here or better to put it in the notepad. Make a new notepad is better.
okay, no, I think that this is easy. I don't
Okay,
want to
okay, in
open
the same.
multiple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So you have this one here. So now you look at
Mm-hmm.
a type of his traffic. You have the this is from Palo Alto, I think, PAN.
Mm.
Then you have your destination. Then you have your yeah. So this is what it's happening. So now the source is try to reach a server on port 80, right? But since this IP is part of that lookup table, you got a hit. Hello.
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. So the reason why you got a hit was because this is a bad IP. This is a known bad IP,
Mm.
right? So what happened here is this was allowed. This connection was allowed,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Bad
this was an
IP.
allowed connection, and the app was a browser, web client, and there was some kind of authentication here, like Kerberos. You see here Kerberos. So there was some kind of authentication here, but I'm not sure what is hosted on this particular website or IP. So you can do it is So you can't
10
resolve it.
to.
You can't resolve it 10 to this thing.
Mm,
So you need to find out what is actually hosted on that website. And when you connect to that website, let's do that. So while it runs, you need to find out like why this is accessing, whether it's accessible from outside or not, right? Or was this a, you know, if it's internet facing, what is that internet facing IP address? Now it says it was allowed, you know, on port 80, it was trying to request for it. But how did that IP address got to know that, um, this is accessible from the internet? That's what you need to find out, right?
mm,
So that's one thing. So again, this since this is a scanner IP, you can ignore this connection, right? You can close it as a false positive. But let's look at this one. So you can take this IP address, you can open this one. This is Arbor Networks. Arbor again is a scanner.
make a, did you make search?
Yeah, this one, right?
You make a check? No, you didn't make check.
No, it's
Uh,
that's what I checked here. 146.
is no.
Yeah, this is 146, right?
Yes, right. It's 100%
Yeah,
abused.
yeah, 100% abuse because Arbor Network is a scanner again. Arbor
Mm,
Networks is a scanner. So when you say Arbor Observatory, they also do the same thing here.
mm.
They also go check the internet.
It's
Why am I receiving
out.
connection? So you can read the. This is threat intel the division of NetScout, right?
Mhm,
So they scan the entire internet. Whatever IPs are available on the internet, they scan it and they try to gather information. So this is also false positive. This comes from a scanner IP address. So these two are
mhm.
taken care. These three are taken care. Now let's look at this one.
Okay.
This is from
Same.
mastercommunication.ru. So now I don't know this one. I am not aware of what is this master communication. And this
This is.
is what you need to look at.
Mhm.
Right? So look at what people are saying. It's a web attack or it's a hacking or brute force attempt or something. Okay, now let's look at our logs.
Mm.
Yeah. So now this guy is from this IP address, now trying to target 23.50 at port 80. We don't know what the URL
Mm.
is hosted on there.
DMZ.
Destination is a
Iran.
Windows server, right?
Mm. Mm.
And the destination user is EPMSUP.
Kerberos.
Yeah,
Username password.
yeah. So EPMSUP, whether there is if there is something actually there which is called EPMSUP, you need to find out.
ABM is my organization.
Yeah, yeah. So
Secure authentication.
yeah,
Source
so
Kerberos. Someone tried to log into something.
yeah, so it's called Wirepath Network, NAS, Windows. It's a DVR, right? So
Divar is
device.
a camera. Is a
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, it's IP camera. So if it's actually pointed to internet, you need to find out what is that pointed to internet. So now let's try this IP address.
This is my IP. 1616. This is my IP. I think
No, no, no.
internal IP. I think 101616 network. This is belong to project description. But this is belong to us. I'm not sure. Yes, this is belong to us. I think.
Yeah, investment revenue and development agencies.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, Yeah, so there's somebody's trying to do an RDP here.
RDB, remote desktop, yes.
Yeah,
Someone's
remote
trying to make.
access. So
And this is someone try to do the remote access. I have to see who's this who's this person. So it's from, I see the source IP from where it came. See
here
the
it is
source
written.
IP.
You see, it's there. But
Yeah.
yeah, so this guy is trying to do an RDP connection to an IP address, which
It's,
is this. But
yes.
the question is how? What is he trying to do here? So you need to go back and
Uh,
last 10 days, let's see.
10 days. Wow. There's a
So
history.
yeah, so this guy is trying to do session close, client reset sent, permitted traffic. What this guy is trying to do?
FortiGate, I think it's permit traffic.
So let's look at deviation, action. Yeah, so this guy is trying to do RDP here. Though it says 443, but this guy is trying to do RDP. To, hmm. So that's what this guy is trying to do. 234 times we need to check again. Denied traffic. Why it was denied? IPS pass. What why it was passed? High risk remote access RDP. HTTP direction outgoing. Okay, what is the source? Destination is this. Hmm. So I think you know what the first thing primarily what you need to do is since this IP is malicious
Mhm.
and this guy is trying to look for permitted traffic as well. You know there was some permitted traffic here. It shouldn't have been allowed on an authentication. So this guy tried some EPM SUP. So do you have a user called EPM SUP?
EBM is our organization. It's called EBM, but SUB, I don't know what SUB is. DST wave version, DST, and also this. unauthorized user something.
Okay, did you install the Active Directory thing? That thing?
Can you check if it's not? I can check it from my laptop. My laptop is near, but it's Windows Server Administrator. Windows RST. What RST?
Remote server administration tools. Remote server
Uh,
RAST.
but I think you will face a problem to download. Same problem we
Yeah,
faced
so
before.
then you need to get your admin to install this one. Then you can get the user as a computer's admin access or the installation done.
If this is an installation done, what I can see from it?
You can actually see whether the EMP user was actually a valid user or not,
Uh-huh.
right? So you can verify it. You don't need to wait for somebody to tell you whether it's
Okay, can we install it in my laptop, and after that I can plug the internet from the. I mean,
so if you are connected to corporate
wait,
network, you
wait,
can't. Okay,
wait, wait,
sorry.
wait, wait, wait. I'm trying to do something else. Wait, I have one. Wait, quickly. Minute. Give me 1 minute. I will try to do. Okay. Mm, wait. Okay. Wait. I will send you soon. Say hi. Is to see you. Come on, come on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just to see. Yes. Okay. I will come to the meeting from my laptop. Okay.
Okay,
Yes. Open. From my
and that's
laptop, you can
also
install it. After you install it, we can plug the cable for the.
that's also Office laptop.
This is my laptop, my personal laptop, but I can when I'm trying to log into my STC, my my organization, I will put the exception. This computer audio. No, give me the make accept. Please wait. Meeting host will let you in. Come on, Sarabi, can you admit my user?
1 second.
Okay, thank you.
Ravi is not there, I think.
Okay, no
You
problem.
are the okay.
Yes, now. Oh my God. Wait, I will mute this. Okay. Uh, ask for the control.
No, you need to reduce the volume on the other laptop as well, completely.
Wait, I will stop here the voice.
No, not on this one, but the other laptop, which you connected now, the new one, you need to reduce the volume there so that it's not an echo. Because you're using this particular primary laptop, which you're using now the screen, right?
How is it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask for control here.
Oh, you have to share that screen, I think.
Okay, let me share it. Okay, share. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, but
You have to stop the current share now, and then you have to share that screen.
okay, I have to stop this. Okay, stop. Okay. Now I'm sharing. Can you see?
Yeah, the new laptop, right?
Yes. This is my laptop. Check the tool and install it here.
Okay.
Okay, approve.
So it says LED user.
Computer. KB to download.
One second, let me check here.
Interesting. Yes. Maybe it's installed in my laptop. I'm not sure, but check. If it's installed, I can plug the cable and put the exception. So, yes.
You have it, right?
I have it, right?
Yeah.
So if I have it, let me plug the cable and yes, because I'm out of the domain. Let me put myself in the domain. Okay. Wait. I will try to put myself. If the connection is cut, be there. Don't go.
Yeah.
I'll try to be in the domain. Wait. Troubleshoot. Proxy. Yes. Use proxy.
You have to click OK here on the screen. Activated domain services.
Save. Wait. Okay. Wait. Let me see if I'm inside. I'm not yet. Okay, because I'm connected from my mobile. Wait.
Delete చేపించిన ఫేస్బుక్ గౌన్ ఒక జ్యూస్ నాకు ఇది ఒకటి పేపర్ మొత్తం నలిపింది చూడు ఇది కూడా
Save. Yes, now you came again. Okay, now you see my screen. You don't see my screen?
Nope.
Okay, let me I will share again. Share. Okay. Now I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Do you see?
Yep.
Okay, good.
But
Now
I do.
I'm inside the domain.
Okay.
You should Active Directory user and computer. Okay. I think you have to open it again.
If you can do that again. Yeah. Search. Go click on the start. No,
Okay.
not here. Cancel.
Okay.
User. Yeah, the first one. Active Directory user and computer.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's not connected to a domain. Your
It's
laptop
not
has
connected.
to. Yeah, your laptop has to be in the domain.
I'm in the domain.
Okay, you are connected to the corporate network, right?
Yes. And I'm inside the domain, I'm sure. I'm one of the pieces of the domain.
Oh, you're on visitors domain.
Hmm?
Again, I'm not sure whether this will allow you to load the. Can you right click on the Active Directory user computer and say refresh? You right click on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, right click and refresh. Okay, that is given error
Directory
because
scheme is
you
not accessible
that
because
is
invalid
this
directory path
path name was
name
passed for
was
this.
passed for this reason. Then menu may inaccurate and
Because you're not
signature.
okay. Can you click OK?
Data from Active Directory user and computer is not available from domain controller. Not because maybe they close it. Try again late or choose another TC by selecting
You can
into
click
domain.
OK. Right click on it.
Again,
Change
change.
domain or domain control. If you have put your domain, whatever that domain is, like when you log on to your office computer, what is the domain you log in?
Mm, don't go to the sync.
Yeah. Okay. Click OK.
Mm,
Or
save domain.
is there any other domain which you access? Like when you put your employee ID
EPM.
slash. Yeah. So I think it's checking.
Not responding.
It's checking in the backend. So that's the reason it gets stuck there.
Oh, see, it's not coming.
Yeah, could not be found.
This. Okay. I don't know. Let me share from the other device. Stop sharing here. I will come from the other device here. Share. Share. Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay. My is. So you advise me tomorrow to go with.
So in this case, for the case which you are talking about now, let me request control. So this IP, you need to first find out what is that user which we looked at here. Okay, so anyway, we copied it, right? So now you see this here. This is what is suspicious.
Kerberos.
Yeah, it's some authentication is happening where this guy is trying to do an RDP. This is suspicious. This is suspicious, right? So remote access where the UT action is allowed, correct? So let's go back into your other notepad. Okay, so the one is check if the IP is a scanner. Abuse IP DB. Okay,
DB.
that abuse IP DB, that's your verification. Second thing, if not scanner,
Scanner.
look for specific activity, which is app, your app cat, your UTM
Upcat.
action.
What's upcat?
Here in the backend, if you see a remote.access,
Mm-hmm.
then you see your DST
Routine
un
destination.
user,
Okay.
then your DS. Okay, let's do this.
Okay. Okay.
You have to look for a destination which is Windows or whatever that is, right? And then look for the destination version. So you'll know exactly what it is. It's a DVR, right?
Mm, mm,
And okay, then you look at, the destination version. Where is the other screen? Yeah, there is other screen. So now you look at, okay, what's really happening. Then the author and the
Kerberos. Kerberos, that means something related to
authentication, your Windows authentication.
authentication.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now you look at all these things. The third is if the user, in this
Mhm,
case, is this exists, like in your radio or however you want to verify, you have to verify, right? Then again, look for last 10 days to 30 days traffic. Fourth point, right?
mm,
If okay, now check why the connection was allowed. Why the connection was allowed, basically, right? When you're
mm.
looking at the RDP port, why the connection was allowed? What is the external
External.
facing IP address for that our source IP address,
Mhm,
right? So if not, again, you need to collect the source IP, destination IP, and this all information you need to definitely collect, right? Um, yeah, till here. So I'm not gonna write anything, but you can just edit it and just say that collect all these fields, and you need to look for whether the source, what is the why the connection is allowed, what
destination.
is the external facing IP for DST IP for the destination IP. Okay, how it was accessed from the internet is what we want to find out.
Mhm.
Got it. So once you find out that, okay, let's do one thing.
No, no, you didn't put it. No, no. Yes. Take the HTTP. Take the HTTP. Yes. Yes. Without HTTP. Yeah. Yes.
This is a
Was
private
not
IP
found.
address. This is a private IP address.
Private. Mm.
So, what is an external IP address for this particular domain?
External.
Yeah.
Change from 4920 any number. Last number.
No. What is the domain name? Per se. Like, is there a domain
Uh,
like Yahoo, Google.com? Is there a site name?
yeah, eamana.gov.
Okay.
eamana.gov.
E-
Amana.gov. Yes, .gov.
That's it.
.sa. Um, .sa. Yes.
So this is a different site. You see. So that's a different site.
Eamana.
This is a different site.
Mm-hmm.
So what was that site then?
I'm not sure. They have many actually portals. They have many websites there. These people. Take it in English, yes. Even for me, I didn't know all there.
Okay. So now you need to, that's what you need to find out is like, what's the external facing IP address and how did they get access to this one?
Mhm.
So then, okay, so now what you need to do is why the connection is what's the external facing IP address. Then if needed, log the IP. In
Blocks
this,
IB.
yeah, in this case, you need to block the IP address because it's trying to access a user which does not exist, right?
Yes.
It's trying to authenticate to a DVR or what is the camera recording system from the internet,
Mhm.
right? How it is doing is that what you need to talk to your network team, find out who manages that entire thing, and what is this IP located with, when they are accessing it. Um, okay, you're connected, right? Let's do something.
I think that you cannot. Uh, yes.
Hmm. So again, I don't know whether you are allowed to access or this is blocked, but how this guy is able to access, and the user in this question is like RDP, SUP, or whatever, EMP or SUP, whatever that is. And if you think that it's
Mhm.
not required, and you are not that user ID, if it exists, what happened there, right? So in this, according to the log, you need to go back and search for last 90 days. What really happened with that IP address,
Mhm.
right? And then take an action, say that, oh, you know what, I don't think so this IP needs to do whatever it's trying to do, and let me go and block it. Same thing with all other things. If you see that there's too much traffic from a scanner,
Mhm.
you should actually go and block it. Okay, so you don't need to allow them. But again, the first thing is, first you need to understand how your resources are accessible on the internet, right?
Mhm.
Then look at blocking it. So
Mhm.
So that's what. So you need to check the IP address, if scanner, collect all these source destinations. Look at the, if not scanner, look at the app category, based on the category, the user, vendor, domain name, host name, version, all the auth user, whatever that is, and look, verify the user exists or not. You look for last status activity of the IP address, and whether it's allowed or not. What is the external facing IP address of the destination here? And if that all doesn't make sense based on the geolocation, again, the whole bigger factor is, are you expecting traffic from
IB.
that region? So if you look at the alert here,
Mhm.
um, this is a US based IP address, or this is a France
Yes.
based IP address. Are you really
Yes.
expecting traffic from that? I don't know.
No.
Right?
No, I
I,
wouldn't.
I, I think so. You're not expecting it. So, but
Yes.
again, if this guy is saying that you are accessing 77, probably this is a good start for us.
No.
So what you need to do this is another website. If you can't access a site from your proxy, you can
Mhm.
use browser link to access the same site from a browser within a browser hosted in a different country. So it will not go via
Oh.
your this thing, but you'll still be able to go and
Oh,
access it.
really?
Yeah, see, this is what it
This,
is.
what you're looking for? Browser.
Browser link. Let's save
Browser
this.
link.
Yeah, again, fun fact, you can still access adult sites. Again, if that
Mm.
is blocked in a certain region, but you can still access through it, because this is bypassing your the entire thing, and you are accessing just a website. Within the website, you are accessing another website, and that goes through
Mm.
this browser links proxy, not your country's proxy, right? But
Mm.
again, I don't want you to do anything which you should not be doing. I'm just giving an example,
Mm.
because I know that some of the things are
No.
blocked there, but don't try to do
Yes.
that. Yeah. So, but again, this is a good site for you to see if something is, if something is blocked by your proxy, or some restrictions is there which you can't access. You can use browser link to try to see what type of anything is hosted on that particular IP address or not, right?
Mhm.
For example, here. So now I know that there is nothing hosted, or there is little confusion as to what's exactly this IP address hosts, and why somebody from outside is able to reach here. You need to find
Mm.
out, like, is an IP range it's exposing, or I don't know, like, probably we'll have to find out. Yeah. So if you need to find your organization's external facing IP address. Do you know that?
I need to again.
You need to find your organization's external facing IP address.
You
Um,
mean
it means there is a NAT. There is always a NAT for your organization, which is network address translation, which converts your internal IP to external IP addresses.
yes?
Right. So you need to find out what is that internet facing IP address for your 10.16.16.49. What is that? Is there IP range which is assigned to that particular IP address on the internet when they reach out
To
to?
know which is this IP you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Or your network team
Organization.
should know. Your network team should know
What's
of
the
what.
nothing?
Yeah, what the DVR is there, and because in the logs we said it's a DVR, right?
Yes.
Um, it's all HTTPS, but again, the IP address what you are seeing here is Kerberos.
Yes.
Yeah, see, the destination
Mm.
auth user is port SPF ARM.
Windows. Firmware.
Yeah, browser, web client.
Mm. Mm.
So destination NAT. See the destination unauthorized user source Kerberos. Destination unauthorized user portal SPF ARM. SharePoint. So
Mm.
this somebody is trying.
We have SharePoint. We have
Yeah, yeah,
SharePoint.
yeah. Somebody is trying to access this particular user and see if this user exists or not. So this guy is continuously trying something or the other, which I think we should try to figure out. What is this?
You can search for it. Put it in the search. Yes. If there it will appear. No. No. Will not understand this. Maybe it will be value.
EPME service 01.
It's the DC control. Traffic.
So this guy is showing lot of ports. 8081, port 80. You see?
Mm,
So this is your IP address. 77.232.96.2
yes.
is your external IP address.
Yes.
And
HGP.
so if this guy is trying to access this URL, see? So basically what he's trying to do is trying to scan the entire URL and trying to see if it hits anything or not.
Mm,
And then if it hits anything, it will immediately jump on that particular port.
yes. It's looking for weakness.
Yeah, yeah. So, let's start. Something what we need to do is we need to export the results to CSV and generate.
URL access violation. For you, Fortinet URL yes violation.
But is that what we are looking for?
You see URL access violations there is attacker trigger policy, noun deny policy, pattern.
PHP injection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is something else this guy is trying to do. Let's see. Here is it. So this guy is trying to do a full blown, um, I don't know, kind of a full scan of your website, and then see it's looking for a think PHP vulnerability, and that's
Mm.
what it keeps saying. Think PHP. It's saying that there are other alerts which are already there with this IP address, which you can go and close it off. Right. So that's one thing. So the second thing is mm, okay. Yeah. Now you see how many such users are there. Okay. So now
And
you
also
have
has
portal SPF and Kerberos. Oh, sorry. I think I'm looking at the wrong field. Yeah, here you see SPM admin.
a, a, AD admin. This is the user.
Yeah, this is the user. See, dest UNA auth user. So these are all
Mm.
mixed up. These are all the fields are all mixed up. Um, I don't know why it's all mixed up, but um, if there was a way you can actually segregate them out, you could have actually seen this. Yeah, so you see SP admin.
Hmm.
Then you have
Oh, 81, 8.1. What's
no,
8.1?
that's a different thing. The fields are mismatched here. So look at the DST auth. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Hmm. So you see, SP admin is there. Then you have other places where other fields are there. So there are multiple usernames which have been tried, like SP admin, AD admin, then yeah, AD admin. Then I think the portal SP farm. So there are multiple users who have been tried, but and then all these are all like your DVRs. So what I
Hmm.
suggest is go ahead and block the IP address first with your organization. Then do other analysis on that. Right. So where is that? Yeah. So again, check if they are expecting, not expecting. Then you have to pull the 10, 20, or 30-day records. Then try to find out what this guy is trying to do from a holistic point out. Right. If you look at our Excel sheet, this one here. Hmm, yeah. So, but again, you saw the other IDS alerts, right? All the signatures which you saw for that IP address. That's what we need to focus on. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a lot of analysis which needs to go and take a further action. But again, you should block this IP address and continue to monitor.
Hmm.
Okay. I think it's already
Okay.
about 2.5 hours. Okay. I'm tired. Okay. So I think we'll stop the session here. Again, go through this one. If you have any other questions, please let Avi know. I'll try to answer you as quickly as
Okay,
possible.
no problem. No problem. I will check and let you know. Okay.
Sure. Awesome.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.